Pterodactyl here, and this simple chainsaw trick that I'm about to show you is going to save you a lot of money and headache in the long run. But before I show you that tip, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now this chainsaw had been in the shop 2 times within the past week. The first time it came in was because the customer poured the bar and chain oil in the gas tank and the 2-cycle mix in the oil tank. So I had to take the saw apart, had to take the carburetor apart because the oil had got inside the carburetor. Took it apart, cleaned it, put a new tank filter in it, cleaned out the tank, cleaned out the oil tank. Put it back together, saw ran fine, gave it back to the customer, and then today he brings it in and he says it won't idle. Take it apart. Now there's a bunch of sawdust inside the carburetor. I take the carburetor apart again, clean it, clean out the tank, put it all back together, and it runs fine. So here's a tip for you because of the way that this thing is. Now look at this. Look at this here. See all that sawdust all around that oil cap? So now when you go to open this, a lot of times this sawdust will fall in there. You can even see how there's sawdust already around here. Now when I went to do this side with the gas, because this is kind of a bad design the way that this goes in here, it's not flat. This was all full of sawdust, all caked in all around here and all around the cap. And then I dumped the fuel out. This is his fuel, and you could see there's a bunch of sawdust in there, and then there was a lot more inside the tank, which I had to blow out again, and then I had to put another tank filter in there. And the simple tip and trick is all you needed to do is carry a little paintbrush with you, some kind of little brush. Doesn't have to be a paintbrush, could be a makeup brush that your wife's got. Some kind of little brush where you can brush that away before you go and open the cap. You know, because if you're out in the woods doing this, or you're on the job, you don't have an air compressor to blow it off, you can brush that all away, take off the cap, fill your bar and chain oil, fill your gas up, and you can be cutting again. Otherwise, in the case of this gentleman, he had to drop it off again in a panic. Got a tree down, I got to get it cut. Drop everything, get this thing going for me. And that's what I did. Now, if he would have had this little 1-inch brush you can buy at the hardware store for probably $1, that would have saved him a lot of time, headache, and now I got to charge him again because I didn't put that sawdust in there, he did. And there's your dinner. You like this beautiful work shirt I'm wearing? You can get this and more in our online store. We got all kinds of stuff. Hats and t-shirts, coffee mugs, never sees, Loctite, adhesive, tools. The list goes on and on. You need to go check it out. So go to our online store and pick yourself up some Taryl apparel today. I could see you wearing this shirt with your name right here. What's your name? You need one. And there's your dinner.